Yo, what is up? It's Connor here. I'm driving, so I can't, keep the eye contact right now. But I'm on my way back from Exeter. Just had my first exam. 4 more exams till I'm done with uni. I can't wait. It's been I'm 22 now. It's been a long old journey. I've changed so much. I've loved so many moments of it. It's been truly wonderful. I'll be forever grateful for all I've learned and all the people I've met along the way. And it's not over, it's just the beginning. It's closing one chapter and going into a new one. And I think that's what's most exciting. Like, I got 4 more exams, like I said, but I'm just more excited of the prospect of leaving. That's my energy right now. I'm just, can't wait. And yes, the title of this video, ORDi. That's it. ORDi. I've just made a website. You can check in the link below, book a call with me, and jump on this Evolve program, this mastermind, this community, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I wanted to talk about some of the systems I've implemented, some of the knowledge that I want to share up front, and some of the beauty to life and philosophy that you can sort of see is intertwined. And you'll see a Venn diagram on the website as well that will have Stoicism, traditionalism, holism, reductionism. I'll talk about these things individually and explain them if those aren't clear up front. But these are all philosophies. These are all ways of thinking. That's what a philosophy is. It's a way of thinking and then a way of acting in accordance to that philosophy. So you think a certain way and then you act a certain way. You have certain beliefs that you can change. A lot of people don't know this. You have a belief system that is malleable. Some beliefs are more deeper on this. You can imagine it like a big cement block. You have these beliefs that are more core, more central, that are from your early childhood. And some will be serving, some will be not serving. But you can really dismantle this concrete. You get your pickaxe. You can chip away at some of these beliefs that aren't serving you, that aren't positively influencing you and helping you, do what you want to do. Because you may have these conflicting beliefs, you may have these contradictions, and that's probably another video. So, what is ORDi? ORDi is my business that I've just set up, and there will be a system which is effectively a pipeline that you can go through. If you're feeling down bad, we have repair. If you want to grow, which is currently in progress, we're making some tools, first on Notion, Google Sheets, and then we'll put that into an app, do some Flutter dev stuff and make it all nice, pretty on the UI side, UX. And then Evolve, which is what I'm talking about now, which is, I should also mention there's Empower after Evolve, but I think Evolve is what I'm focusing on now, what I want people to onboard now and truly change their lives for the better. So, Evolve, there will be a course outlining some of the complex concepts, and they're complex, but I tend to reason from first principles, which is some of the axiomic truths of the universe, which is physics. And physics, you can really derive a lot if you go to the physics, if you understand, the conservation of energy, the first, second, and third laws, and they're actually called laws. You can understand that, thermodynamics, energy is conserved. It can transmute into different states. And before we get into the energy and the system that I'll be using to help you in Evolve, I want to go back to the philosophies. You know, as a man, I think I resonate with these philosophies, and I imagine there's like a polarized or an inverse version of this for the feminine energy. So if you relate everything to energy, where do we start? Well, Stoicism, you can protect your energy. You will have an input and a response, and there's this point in the middle where you have a choice. You can choose how you respond, and responsibility in this sense is your ability to respond. And some police up here, so there's been a crash or something. Yeah, big time. Oh, another car off the road, someone lying down. Wow, death. It's a crazy thing. They may not be dead, but the point holds. Stoicism, related to energy, this Evolve ORDi system, is really about leveraging your energy to be the best rational social animal, which is human. You know, as a human, you're an energy system. You consume energy, you can leverage your energy, you can work out and you have more energy, you have more strength, more power the next day. You can focus, you can go to a flow state, you can channel your energy. You can have emotions, you can work through emotions to raise your consciousness, to raise your level of consciousness. And there's a great book I'll recommend, Power vs. Force, which is like a map of consciousness, which is quite fundamental in this energy levels and patterns. And, you know, then there's reductionism, which is science. It's scientific thinking. It's the ability to abstractly think, to rationalize, to manifest, to visualize the future, the present, the ideas, to bounce ideas along with your head, to bounce ideas with other people, and to then build something. Everything amazing, every invention, science, technology, all these discoveries have come from an initial idea, a spark, if you will. The muse sings to them, and then they will go ahead and implement and attempt. But first of all, everything, like a car that I'm driving in right now, will first be an idea that you then actualize, that you then start to build. It was first an idea, and that requires energy, you know. There's a subconscious, an unconscious, that will work in the background, that will, I think, is more intelligent in the idea sense, because these ideas seem to emerge from the subconscious into the conscious, and then we cannot work with them rationally. So there's this idea of the unknown, the chaos, the chaotic, and Jordan Peterson talks a lot about this order chaos thing, and what is order and chaos, and how does this fit into the model? Well, I think there's this pull, and there's this ancient evolutionary psychology. He's a clinical psychologist, and this order chaos is effectively entropy on the physics level. So we're still in the reductionism, but there's also this. Wow, I had to brake hard there. The phone just flipped up. And where was I? Entropy, order, chaos. We have reductionism, holism, and so now you're sort of getting into like the combination of this entropic state is, so if you have high entropy, you have a high uncertainty, you have a high chaos. You have one foot in chaos and you feel fear. But your ability to bring order to that is to act despite fear. These are virtues that are talked about in Stoicism, for example. In reductionism, it's talked about in clinical, well, the most famous person for talking about this is Jordan Peterson, and he talks about order and chaos, and he's a clinical psychologist. He derived this from the ability to understand the mind, to talk to people, to communicate and bounce these ideas in his head, to gain this this wisdom. And in the holistic sense, holism, or the holistic, is to view things as the whole. Sometimes the whole is greater than some of its parts, which is the case with the universe and consciousness. A collective consciousness can achieve far more than a singular. A world, a species, can do far more than an individual. And we would be not very far if we were a bunch of individuals rather than a collective, a collective intelligence, if you will. And traditionalism, I've sort of been bouncing around that one, but these are values and views that are true to our nature, to live in accordance to nature, which Marcus Aurelius talks a lot about. But to live in accordance to nature, you embrace your masculinity, you develop your masculinity, and you become more of a man over time. If you're a woman, you become more of a woman. You go from girlhood to womanhood. You go from boyhood to manhood. You have brothers, you have friends, you develop tribes. These are also evolutionary psychology talks about it. These are ingrained patterns that we must fulfill, that make us fulfilled and actually contribute to a lot of our well-being and success in all sense. If we couldn't collaborate, if we couldn't build businesses that are successful and people have this vision and idea as a collective and some purpose higher than themselves, these ideals spring up all around. And if you have a community that is drawn together by a higher purpose, by a higher philosophy that is to benefit the whole, the collective, to really do your service to something greater than yourself, to transcend actualization, self-transcendence. You transcend yourself. And this is talked about in all sorts of religions that I can think of, and that's tradition. That's some of the wisdom that is lost in a lot of our modern age. And again, I've reasoned a lot of these things and connected them and put them under one, first principles thinking, because I think that's required. I think in this day and age, if you're not going to first principles, all you have is a belief. All you have is a recommendation, a suggestion. This is beyond that. This is understanding the system, understanding the individual as a system, as an energetic system that we can leverage our time, leverage our money, leverage our skills, to have more potential, to use our potential energy that we store, that we use, that we build, that we manifest. We increase our potential day in, day out, day in, day out. By the time I'm 30, I will have much greater potential energy. I will have higher skills. I will be able to sit down and do far more, maybe 10x more than what I'm currently doing in a day now. And this potential energy you can, if you educate yourself, and I think this is where I'm going with this. So Evolve is energy education, and it's a bunch of energetic systems, humans, collaborating. This will be a mastermind. We'll get on calls. We will talk about different problems and solutions, reasoning from first principles, reasoning from these philosophies. Because one philosophy doesn't do it anymore. We need an aggregation. We need something modern. Times are changing. And let me fix this quick. And if we can combine these things and see the commonalities between them, which I have in this currently evolving system in itself. So the Evolve pattern, the Evolve system, you will get access to. You will get access to immediately. All the resources included, all the reading, the books, the courses that I've personally consumed and aggregated and combined into a clean, circular system. It's not something you will use and disregard. It's something you'll come back to day in, day out. It will increase your purpose, the meaning of your life. It won't give you a meaning, because that's your responsibility. You will end up discovering through curiosity and courage and these ancient virtues that are backed by science now. You know, your zest, your vitality for life, these can be increased. These are things we have control of. And Stoicism is big on focusing on what you can control. Why controlling your inputs? Why would you have inputs on like negativity? Why would you corrupt your energy, corrupt your state, corrupt your potential? You listen to something that you can't control and it decreases your energy, it makes you anxious, it spreads this, we feel it, don't we? Like you watch the news, for example, which I don't anymore, but if you watch the news, if you watch TV, if you watch these victims talk, you will inherit this. And there's this saying like garbage in, garbage out in computer science, but it's true for food, it's true for information, and food is low frequency energy, matter is low frequency energy, information, input, is another form of energy. So information, matter, energy, they're all equivalent on some level. You know, energy can go in a circular from information to matter to energy, and maybe even information is like a form of matter in the sense it's a different frequency of energy, maybe slightly higher frequency than matter, but still this is physics. There's papers on information, matter, and energy equivalence. You know, E equals MC squared is the matter energy equivalence, and then the information equivalence is something that's like kind of new. But it makes sense if you think about it. Your body right now, your physical mastery is all about a low frequency energy system, and how you can best encourage that and align it with your other energy systems. So you have your mind, your consciousness. This is an information energy system. It retains information. You have memories about the past. You have mental models that you use in the present. You have experiences, you have beliefs that you can really transmute, but if you're just participating, you get into flow. You know, you're channeling these mental models. And what do we have next? Like an energetic. So you have like almost I think feelings in a way are like an energetic signature. They're like, if you're feeling fear, people, maybe not consciously, but can feel it. If you're feeling love, people can feel it. If you're feeling joy, peace, there's this energy sense that maybe we have as humans. Mainly because of like evolutionary reasons and like psychology. Like evolutionary psychology is probably shown to be beneficial. I haven't looked into this too much, but it will be something interesting I would like to look into. As that maybe there's more subtle things we pick up on. I know for sure we pick up on pheromones, we pick up on immune system markers with like saliva and, you know, judging mates and stuff like that. We have these subconscious networks from evolution, from when we were less sophisticated primates. We didn't have the rational capability, and we have kept a lot of those. We have kept most of those, I imagine. We maybe have the ability to, you know, tame some of them, to tame some of those more primal instincts, but we shouldn't suppress them, we shouldn't reject them, we should understand them, pay attention to them. And yeah, if you really get on this, you'll be able to increase your potential energy. You'll start waking up with more energy. And why is this beneficial? And you'll be able to really focus your attention on what you want to focus on, and that will have the most leverage for you, and doing it with a bunch of people that want to do the same. I want to do the same. I'm encouraging you to join. So how you join? You go to ORDi.com, you book a call with me, just me at the moment, but I'm looking to get more people as soon as we sign up and get all this moving. It's going to be a bunch of us trying to optimize our energy, and therefore our actualized energy is what? So you work back from your goals, and you have these. So your visualization, it requires energy. It's all cyclical. It's all feedback loop systems. You have your action and energy, which all can like compound each other. You can do actions that increase your energy, that increase your action, that increase your energy, that increase your action, and you get in this flywheel. And then when you combine a bunch of these energy, action, feedback systems as a network of people, you really get some tremendous things. You really get self-improvement on a transcendent level, and on a collective level. I imagine, well, we're going to do great things. We're going to, this vision that I have is that we'll be able to gain the skills that we want, the high leverage skills through our curiosity. What do you love? What are you interested in? How much do you want to help people? How much do you want to communicate with people in your life over the internet, through tools? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to learn to code, to provide software and solutions to people that will revolutionize their lives? That's something I want to do as a computer scientist. That's something I really want to do. So that's why I mentioned that. But there's so many other things that it's not a particular group of people that have a particular set of skills. It's a particular set of people that really want to. It's a movement. We will move together. We will change the world. We will have a dent in the universe. And I think the broader cause, the broader meaning for all this, if we can utilize our energy in the best way possible, if we can be our healthiest, if we can be our most like balanced in work, life, love, energy, I think we will create a future for our children, our kin, the future generations to come. We will create a future that is better than what we have now. I'm so optimistic about the future. I think technology is going to revolutionize education, energy as we know it. I think cryptocurrency is going to increase sovereignty, and the digital, because that's cryptocurrency, is digital energy. Its ability to store energy with no middleman and transact in the purest sense. You're transacting directly to each other as you would in person, as you would interacting with someone, right? And this digital energy revolutionizes so much in how we will go forward. And as long as this cryptocurrency is secure, trustworthy, and I believe it is. I've just done my dissertation on modeling a blockchain and doing mathematical proofs on why a blockchain is so secure and why this is so important. The title of it was Transaction Integrity Confirmation within Distributed Ledger Technologies. And distributed ledger technology is a fancy word for blockchain, and transaction confirmation integrity is basically the mechanism of transaction confirmation, the ability to add to a blockchain, how secure, and through cryptography, it is secure. You have these data structures, these linked lists, these Merkle trees, that if you fundamentally understand that it is a pure decentralized form to transact energy. And I think where I'm going with this evolve is to help the individual, to help them evolve, to become courageous, to go into chaos, to develop their skills, to become the best versions of themselves. And for this course, this community, this mastermind, to evolve with the people, to evolve with it all. And there's so much. This isn't a solid theory. That's why I say it's going to evolve. This evolve mastermind is so we can all collaborate. It's still evolving as I evolve. It's still learning. It's an extension of myself, of my philosophy. But I think it's going to resonate with so many young men out there, so many men that want to get on board and understand that things aren't right in this world right now. We need to be strong. We need to protect our energy. We need to increase our ability to control our attention, to focus, hone our energy, to develop our skills, to become competent, to be powerful, which is your speed at which you can visualize to actualize. The speed of which you can think of something and then do it and bring it into reality. The speed at which I thought of this idea and then started implementing it. This can come in the form of asking other people, influencing other people to help you with it. But I think the thing that you should focus on the most, because you have control over, which is yourself. You can develop your skills through experience. If you develop this almost relationship with chaos, this friendship, you know, you get buddies with chaos, and you will, you know, you'll make this chaos a part of yourself. You may not know. This chaotic state where you're uncertain about something, where you may be fearful and act despite it and create order from this chaos. You take some of this chaos and you become a better person. This happens through involuntary chaos as well, which I've experienced. If you, like I have, you go into severe anxiety, your health deteriorates physically, mentally, spiritually. You have been neglecting your soul and your purpose. You will then be forced into the chaos, and this is the universe's way of dumping you in the chaos. Be like, all right, this will make or break you. And I would say 99% of the time, if you got some life in you, some untapped wisdom, you will come out the other side. You will learn from the chaos. You'll become a different person because you're building on top of what is foundational. It tears you down. It brings you back to size. It gives you perspective and gratitude. That's what happened to me. I fully had to build myself up again. I was neglecting things. I didn't have the right mentality. I literally deconstructed beliefs in this chaotic state. It's the best place to do it. When you're feeling your worst, that's where it's the best launch pad into creating order. This chaos, you have to learn to love it, to be grateful for it. You don't have to, but I would highly recommend that. I just think the truth and the beauty in life is this like sublime nature to chaos and order. This has been all over the place, but basically, if you want to join Evolve and you want to join this online mastermind, then click the link in the below and come join. You know, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still evolving, but come join me. All right, you'll get my one-to-one, coaching, mentorship, and there's limited spaces. I only have so much time, and with it just being me at the moment, I'll give you my resources, I'll give you this. There is only 50 spaces available, right? And that's it. Right now, there's only 50 spaces available, and you'll get on a call with me. We'll see if you're a right fit for Evolve. You fill out the survey, and you will be either accepted or denied into Evolve. And that's where we'll start. I think I've done all the work. I'm now just in the process of marketing this and learning a lot about that in the process. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do, a lot of love to spread, peace, peace and love and all that. And I hope to see you. I hope to see you on a call. I hope you book a call with me, and I really hope we can, make this blueprint, this energy management system work. All right? Peace.